In short, I think it is imploding from within. As you know, they have a government that has not been elected. In the previous months, Bangladesh imported two ships worth of goods from Pakistan. You can imagine what it could be. Now, you may want to think about what this means for India. And I already covered some thought of that in the earlier video where I said there will be implications for India, but the good news is that India is capable of handling the fallout of what happens in Bangladesh. In fact, India is in a situation where both its neighbors are seriously disturbed and both are moving towards implosion. So, what can Bharatias expect? A. Expect no cooperation from Bangladesh. Expect more belligerence and enmity. India would be keen to progress in its infrastructure projects in Bangladesh, but that might be under cloud. There is an alleging going on that India is working with the Arakan army. There is no evidence for all this, but India does have infrastructure assets in the Arakan area, which could very well become a separate country by itself. Finally, we have always been discussing how to increase the size of the chicken neck, which many people seem to be threatening to cut us off between the states in the Northeast and mainland India. Now, let me tell you, it is neither easy to cut that off, nor is it so simple that we can just move in and expand the chicken neck. But it is not impossible. The United States itself has demonstrated in annexing Hawaii, in areas of Mexico, and the Texas state itself, whether by acquisition or otherwise. Russia has done that with Crimea. So there is nothing to say that it is not possible. But we will have to wait for time before we gain enough heft to do that. January 20th, 2025 is going to be an important date in the calendar. That is when the US administration changes. Along with that change could come in a change in view of Bangladesh itself from a US perspective. What is the interest of the United States in Bangladesh? Until the outgoing administration was in, it seemed more military. The incoming administration is pretty business oriented, and we are not sure whether it will have the same focus. That would be one of the factors that will tell as to which way India wants to go. Until then, Vande Mataram.